Roman Mitchell, a veteran in his 60s, lives a homeless life on the city's streets. His image is of a thin man, often sitting on the side of the road, waiting for acts of kindness from strangers. A free cup of coffee from a passerby became a small consolation in his troubled life. Once a respected sergeant in the military, Roman now feels isolated and forgotten. After serving in the military, Roman encountered many obstacles in reintegrating into civilian life, which was not only a personal matter, but also a reflection of the general situation of many veterans. They often face a lack of support from the community and government, leaving them feeling lost and not knowing where to start. Promises of stability and support were not fulfilled, creating great disappointment for Roman and many other veterans. They sacrificed for the country, but when they returned, they did not receive the necessary care. This deficiency not only affects their material life but also impacts their spirituality, making them feel abandoned. In the end, the image of Roman falling into homelessness is not only a physical condition but also a psychological state. The feeling of social oblivion and isolation made Roman feel worthless. Not only does this passage highlight Roman's personal struggles, but it also carries a profound message about the need to support veterans. It provokes a discussion of society's responsibility to those who have sacrificed for the country, and calls for attention and support for veterans who are struggling in life. One day, while sitting outside a cafe, the manager called the police because he was concerned about the image of the cafe. Roman, though he left quietly when asked, was still arrested for trespassing. This incident shocked many people, especially those who had known about his heroic past. Roman Mitchell, a veteran who lived a homeless life, faced an unexpected situation when he was arrested for trespassing. The incident occurred when he was sitting outside a coffee shop, where the manager felt concerned about the image of the shop. Although Roman was simply looking for a quiet seat to rest, his presence attracted unwanted attention. When the cafe staff asked him to leave, Roman did so quietly, without disturbing or protesting. However, the incident escalated when the manager decided to call the police. This action not only made Roman feel hurt, but also highlighted the ignorance and sympathy on the part of those around him. His arrest for trespassing came as a shock to many witnesses, especially those who understood Roman's plight. They could not believe that a veteran, who had fought for the freedom and safety of the country, could be treated like that. This incident was not only a shock to Roman personally, but also a powerful reminder of how society treats people in need, especially veterans who have sacrificed for the country. Roman's story is a testament to the need for empathy and support from the community, so that people like him no longer have to endure isolation and deprivation in everyday life. As the trial took place, an unexpected thing happened. The judge, in the course of reviewing the file, realized that Roman was the one who had saved her brother's life in the army. She was moved and decided to drop all charges against him. Not only that, the judge also publicly honored Roman's sacrifices, surprising the entire courtroom. During the trial of Roman Mitchell, a veteran arrested for trespassing, there was a surprise revelation that silenced the entire auditorium. When Roman's defense attorney presented evidence and witnesses, an unexpected witness stood up and asked to be spoken. This man was a former teammate of Roman's in the army who had gone through fierce battles with him. He reveals that Roman was not only a brave soldier but also someone who endured a lot of psychological trauma after returning from the battlefield. Those traumatic experiences left heavy sequelae, making it difficult for Roman to integrate into normal life. This revelation not only sheds light on Roman's plight, but also shows the need for support for veterans when they return from the battlefield. Roman's former teammate emphasized, "We can't judge a person just by their actions without understanding what they've been through." This statement touched the hearts of many people present at the trial, including the judge, who began to look at the case not only from a legal perspective but also from a human perspective. This unexpected revelation made the trial more tense than ever, opening up a deep discussion about society's responsibility to those who sacrificed for the freedom and safety of the country. At the end of the trial, the judge decided to postpone the trial to allow more time to consider the human factors in the case, and at the same time called on veteran support organizations to participate in the recovery process and support Roman. This revelation not only changed the course of the case, but also lit up hope for people like Roman who were struggling to find justice and support from society. After the surprise revelation in court about Roman Mitchell's plight, a struggling veteran, the community and social organizations immediately reacted strongly. Many veteran support groups hold emergency meetings to discuss how to help Roman and others like him. They implemented immediate support measures such as providing free psychological counseling from professionals, helping Roman face the trauma he experienced in the military. At the same time, a nonprofit organization has pledged to provide him with temporary accommodation, giving Roman a safe place to live while he waits for the case to be resolved. Vocational training programs were also launched to help Roman and other veterans have the opportunity to learn and find jobs, thereby rebuilding their lives. To raise awareness of the difficulties faced by veterans, communication campaigns were launched, encouraging the community to support and facilitate their inclusion. Eventually, a group of volunteer lawyers agreed to participate in Roman's case, ensuring that he would receive a fair and full defense. These measures not only helped Roman overcome the current difficulties, but also created a wave of positive change in the community, reminding people of society's responsibility to those who sacrificed for the country. After the trial, the judge arranged for Roman to receive housing and support services for veterans. His life has changed completely. No longer an invisible person, Roman is now respected and admired by the community. He found a temporary shelter and emotional support from Veterans Assistance Programs. After receiving support from the community and social organizations, Roman Mitchell began his journey to rebuild his life. With the help of psychologists, he gradually came to terms with the trauma he experienced in the military. The counseling sessions helped Roman find peace of mind and restore confidence in himself. Besides, with temporary accommodation provided, Roman no longer has to worry about shelter. This has created a solid foundation for him to focus on learning and developing his skills. He participates in vocational training programs, where he is guided and supported to find a job that suits his abilities. Over time, Roman has learned new skills, which have helped him become more confident in applying for jobs. Community interest also plays an important role in this reconstruction process. Media campaigns have raised awareness of the difficulties faced by veterans, encouraging people to join in support. Roman felt affection and empathy from those around him, which motivated him on his journey to recovery. Eventually, with the help of a group of volunteer lawyers, Roman was able to protect his legal rights in the case, giving him a greater sense of security about the future. Thanks to this comprehensive support, Roman not only overcame his current difficulties, but also began to rebuild his new life, with hopes and dreams of a brighter future. His journey to rebuild has become an inspiration to many others, reminding that everyone can change and recover, no matter how difficult the circumstances. With this support, Roman not only rebuilds his life, but also becomes a mentor to younger veterans, building a community of mutual support. He forgave the cafe manager, who called the police, and continued to walk forward with selflessness. In his journey to rebuild his life, Roman Mitchell not only focused on personal development, but also became acutely aware of the importance of positively influencing the community around him. After participating in vocational training programs, Roman became a more skilled and confident person in finding a job. He decided not only to improve his own life, but also to help other veterans who were struggling like him. Roman began to participate in volunteer activities at organizations that support veterans. He shares his experience, helping others realize that they are not alone in their fight. Roman's presence has inspired many people, encouraging them to seek support and not hesitate to face difficulties. In addition, Roman also participates in workshops and community events, where he shares his story of the recovery process. He emphasized the importance of seeking help and support from the community, and encouraged people to get involved in activities that support veterans. His contribution not only helps to raise awareness of the difficulties faced by veterans, but also creates a positive environment where people can learn and grow together. Thanks to these efforts, Roman not only developed himself but also became an active factor in the community. He has proven that recovery is not only a personal journey but also an opportunity to create change in society. With each step he takes, Roman has contributed to building a stronger community where people come together to support and uplift each other, creating a brighter future for all. Roman shared his story at an event honoring veterans, inspiring people so they can support soldiers in need. Eventually, he acquired a private apartment, where he decorated it with memorabilia from the past and symbols of hope. Now, Roman faces the future with a new mindset, full of purpose and gratitude. He is no longer defined by the difficulties of the past, but by the strength, resilience, and transformation that life has brought him. Roman's story is not only a personal journey, but also a reminder of the importance of kindness and recognition in life.